the home of the do-it-yourself trucker. When everything goes wrong, you gotta Redneckanize. Well, hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Hey, this is Ed with Redneckanize Radio coming at you. And we're here, like I said, live every Sunday evening at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. You can call in at 516-387-1733. We hope everybody's enjoying their great evening out there tonight, and we want to just fill everybody in with what's going on out there in the world today and see how everything's going. So real quick, we want to remind everybody that there was an alert put out a couple of days ago that there's a missing driver out there, and it doesn't seem like anybody has found the driver or the truck. I'm not sure if anybody's looking real hard because according to the news report that says is that he is unable to be reached by his phone, and that's all it says. And if you have any concern or any information, because the wife reported him missing, if you had information, call the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office at Detective Ryan Huggins at 615-904-3032. CDL Live, Transportation Nation, a lot of people put out articles about this. It says missing truck driver last seen weeks ago. Authorities continue search. It says authorities are seeking help to locating a truck driver who went missing earlier this month. According to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office, Sergey Malashuk, 34, of West McCurry Lane near Murfreesboro, Tennessee, was reported missing by his wife on June 8th. Malashuk drives a 2007 Peterbilt semi-tractor trailer with Tennessee license plate number M8727HY and is an over-the-road independent truck driver. He's unable to be reached by his cell phone. And that's pretty much it. And there's really no other information about that. So we're not real sure what's going on with all that. We hope everything's okay. We hope the driver's okay. In my opinion, things like this happens. Truck drivers are their own animal, and they sometimes they don't want to be, they don't want to talk to nobody. They just kind of, are silent. I'm not real sure if they've actually contacted the company. It doesn't say that they've contacted the company or the company is concerned, or, like a lot of times, I remember working in the dispatch office. A lot of times drivers would call and they would tell their dispatcher, their driver manager, or whatever, and they would have paperwork filled out with their carrier that if anybody calls looking for me, you don't know where I am, or you're not obligated to tell them where I am. And they just mean that, like, if a relative or a wife or ex-wife is looking for them, that the carrier is told by the driver, don't tell them, don't tell them. And a lot of times, you always get a story, like you get a call, I'm looking for my brother, or looking for my son, or looking for my husband or wife. And, you always want to try to help with that. But a lot of times, I don't know any other dispatchers out there, you can let me know, because I certainly have had it where they'll put sometimes when a computer has the computer system in a big carrier, when the truck comes up, there'll be instructions of what that driver has requested, or if there's certain things that driver can or can't do, or must do, or whatever. And a lot of times it says, like, do not give this team freight, or do not give this driver hazmat, or driver must go home by so and so much time, or different cell phone if other cell phone can't be reached, or whatever. And then a lot of times it says sometimes do not give information to any family members requesting. And basically they're just trying to tell people that, I've got problems going on in my family and I don't want people to know where I'm at. So and then the authorities, they'll call. Now the authorities are on the other hand. If you work for some kind of law enforcement agency and they say, hey, we need to know where this driver is, and it's like, well, I'm not gonna. It's like I remember one time, I think we had a fleet manager or somebody where the driver told us that don't tell I don't want my wife knowing where I'm at. I don't know, we had some kind of disagreement or whatever. So the sheriff's department called and said that they reported that driver missing or whatever. And what, like the fleet manager said, well, the driver's not missing. We know where the driver's at. The driver just asked that person not be included in knowing, what they're doing, and they have no business to know. And the sheriff's like, okay, no problem. See you later, click, and then just tell the other people, sorry, can't help you. He's not missing. So we can't force him to call you, kind of thing. So stuff like that. I just, I hope everything's okay. I hope the driver's okay, and I hope he's not, trying to alienate anybody or anything like that. But that's just the reality of things, that people avoid other people. You got problems, and anybody out there trying to get out of a toxic relationship understands that. So things like that, and we just hope everything's okay in that respect. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. Like I said, CDL Life has it all. We got it posted on our Facebook page. You can check that out. And of course, the links to all of our social media accounts and our YouTube channel is to our website at redneckanize.com. One of the great sponsors that we've had the pleasure of working with here so far been really, really outstanding, and we've been real happy about it. and that's Trucker Tools, the Trucker Tools app. They just started. I mean, like, we were ready to go with a new sponsorship, all kinds of new like events and stuff going on throughout the year and the summer and everything. And then 2020, this was in earlier 2020, and then of course COVID happened and it pretty much put all that on hold. So we're excited about them to get to hopefully that they'll be able to start back up again, and we'll be able to get to the shows and be supported by Trucker Tools and do a lot of great things for the drivers at the truck shows and all that. And we're really looking forward to it, and we hope that everything continues on that. And that's the Trucker Tools app. And if you guys haven't tried it out yet, you should download that app. It's pretty cool. It's one of those where you can book freight, and you can track freight, and also you can do other stuff. Like for truck drivers, you can locate maintenance facilities, dealerships, Walmarts, truck stops, fuel stops, all that stuff like that. And then it has a bunch of other items in there where you can go check things out and get more stuff done, all in one app for the truck driver. So that's cool stuff there. They're at truckertools.com, where you can get more information about it if you want to do some research and everything. But like I said, you download the app, and even if you don't use the app for certain things, but you do for other things, like I tell a lot of company drivers, download the app, because if you maybe get somewhere, if you're over the road and you're trying to find something, the app is a good. To me, it's one of those things where the more things I can have to be able to access information. If I'm out in the middle of nowhere where I'm looking for a truck parking or truck stops, one app might not have it. It might not be in the Google Earth or Google Maps. It might not be in different other locations. Google might not know. If you got those other apps like Trucker's Path and all that, having another app with different information is going to help you better. You see those drivers out there. Some of them got like 3 or 4 GPSs all on the dash, and all 3 of them give them 4 different routes to how to get to where they got to go. To me, that's good information. It's like the more I know. The more I know in the shortest amount of time, the easier it is for me to make a decision, and that's just good stuff. So go in there and check that out. And if there's things out there you might not like, or things that you might not think, or you think that they maybe need to be better, then you can just let them know. You send them a message, rate the app, tell them what you think about it, and they try to go in and they try to make sure everything's working right. They're always on top of that. It seems to be a good deal for that. So like I said, check them out, truckertools.com, or download the app in the app stores on your phone, and that'll all be great. We got more stuff that we're going to dive into. There's this like human resources management website that it's like one of these places that hires or tries to put professional people with professional businesses and all that. It's like a personnel management system, and they had an actual article talking about how trucking companies are responding to a critical driver shortage, and that's a pretty in-depth little story they got here. We'll dive into that a little bit. And then also we've got more stuff to do with California. I don't know if everybody out there is familiar with all that, but California, they passed a law restricting the rules for independent contractors, whether or not you call an independent contractor an employee or not. And basically the rules strengthen where owner-operators that own a truck and operate under a different carrier are technically called employees, according to the state of California. And the California Trucking Association, they filed a lawsuit against that. And of course, the California court said that it's fine. Is what I'm thinking. And then the federal court of appeals said, no, it's not. And I think, and what they're doing is they're trying to send it up to the Supreme Court of the United States. And if the Supreme Court of the United States doesn't take it up, then it'll go into effect. So we'll dive into more stuff like that and see what more in depth about all that stuff. And just, things like that going on. And it's a typical truck driving world out there. So if you got anything going on, give us a call, 516-387-1733. And, like I said, don't forget to go check out our website and find out, more information about what we're going to be doing come the truck show season starts back up again. There is a truck show out in Searcy, Arkansas in late October, right around Halloween, and I think people are trying to gear up for that, because we've got Bill Weaver and Taylor Barker getting out there. And of course, Taylor Barker, he is the Unplugged Radio Network that we're on right now. And he does a lot of great things for Redneckanize, so we try to help him out best we can, because he's helping us a great deal. So you check him out and go check it out. It's the American Trucking Jamboree out of Searcy, Arkansas, and they've got a Facebook group that you can get onto, check out everything, all that, and it's a lot of great things going on like that. And so things are going on and going smooth out there, and we hope everybody else is having a great evening out there. If you got any questions or concerns, you can give us a call at 516-387-1733. You can listen along, or to be a part of the conversation, just hit 1. And we're here on Redneckanize Radio on the Unplugged Radio Network, and we're going to keep on going and keep at it, and so everybody stay with us. We'll see you. Ice down, a 6-pack,
easy, don't you worry about your mama. Like 007, we can keep